What is RAG? Retrieval-Augmented Generation. RAG is one of the important concept in landscape of generative AI, right? To understand this in a very simple manner, let's assume a scenario. If you search anything in ChatGPT about your company internal policies, do you think you would find? Answer is no. Now why? Because ChatGPT underlying model, which is GPT-4 or GPT 3.5, they are not trained with your company specific data. That's the reason it won't answer anything about this query. Now here is a gap, because we love the sentence forming capability of ChatGPT, but it can't answer because it is not trained with that data. Now to fulfill this gap, RAG is handy. What RAG does, it acts as a bridge between the knowledge base and LLM models like OpenAI. So let's assume if you ask me anything about Bhagavad Gita, I might not able to answer because I'm not able to recall each and every verses in Bhagavad Gita. But if you give me Bhagavad Gita in my hand and if you ask me anything, I can simply look into it and then I can answer. Right? So RAG works exactly in the same manner. I hope it will help. Now let's dive a little bit into the technical aspect. How does that work? So let's assume the same scenario. I'll take all your company internal policy document and system will break this into the smaller chunks. Then there is an embedding model which will generate embedding respect to each and every chunk, and it will get stored in the vector DB. Now what is embedding? These are some floating numbers which system generate for semantic search. Now what is semantic search? Simply, let's say in your system there is a chunk where popular is mentioned, probably the popular restaurant. If users search, give me the name of most famous restaurant. So the famous keyword is not present there, right? But because it is the closest match, it will pull out this data, and that is called semantic search. Semantic means not keyword search but the semantic search, right? And thus to enable semantic search, we have this embedding comes handy. Now after embedding conversion, your entire vector DB has all your policy document in form of your embedding and the chunk pair, right? Once this database is ready, right, now let's say user query that, so user query will come, system interprets user query, and based on that query, system will pull out all those chunks which is closest match of user query, and then this text, these chunk text along with the user query will be sent to the LLM model for answer like GPT. GPT use this knowledge as a reference and it will answer your query from a sentence. I hope this would really help to understand what RAG is all about. But before closing the session, I'm leaving a question to you, that why don't we train our chat GPT models like GPT 3.5 or 4 with this data? Think about it. That is the content for my next video. Thank you.